she has been a hero of mine for a long time
Yeah.
and a real inspiration to me. I found her music probably when I was 16, and it was so influential to the music that I went on to make.
All right, well, congratulations on your new album. What excites you the most about this new era of music that you're offering?
I'm excited to have a whole new record out. For me, albums are, little mini eras and universes, and I've been existing within my last one for a while now, and I love that album, but I'm excited to have a new one to really delve into and have fans delve into and be the sort of new world that we live in for a little bit.
Growing up for me, there were certain albums, they could never ever just be one song. They were like that full album. It was like a full experience that I even went through as a fan. Do you feel like that's where you're at with Florescence?
Definitely, yeah, and that's like my favorite way to consume music is through albums, and my favorite artists are the ones whose albums I love top to bottom.
Yeah.
And similar to you, when I was growing up, it's the same thing for me. So I guess I'm always aspiring to create that experience for somebody else.
Amelia de Moldenberg directing, and then you got Benito Skinner in the video. What's it like filming a music video with these comedians?
It was obviously really fun to make because of that fact that so many comedians in it. But yeah, it was so fun. I mean, I can speak so highly of Benny and Amelia. I mean, Amelia was such an amazing director. She was very focused and diligent and creative, and yeah, she was amazing. And then Benny is so lovely and so funny, like one of the funniest people I've ever met. And yeah, just was such an easygoing presence on set as well. And it was so wonderful. It was such a great day. I'm really proud of the video.
Yeah.
And it's great. I now have friends for life in both of them.
Julia Michaels, someone who I've chatted with over the years. What was it like working with her?
So great. She has been a hero of mine for a long time and a real inspiration to me. I found her music probably when I was 16, and it was so influential to the music that I went on to make. So getting to work with her, write with her, and then not only just that, but then we wrote this song Kingmaker, and I think both really saw a lot of ourselves in it. And so she said, you know, if you ever want to put this out, then I'd love to be a part of it. And I said, I'm going to put it out right now because I need that to happen. So yeah, we got made it to the album, and yeah, it's like a dream come true. I can't believe that I have a song with Julia, and I can't believe that, you know, she's now like a good friend of mine.
How cool is that?
It's so cool. Yeah, it's like what it's all about.
Your talent got you that. Because imagine going from, you know, you said what, 16 when you first got introduced to her music, to then making music with her?
I know, it's so crazy.
How does it feel, you know, in this moment? We're here, we're doing interviews, we're celebrating the fact that you've been touring across Canada, Montreal, Toronto, heading to Chicago. Do you ever have those pinch me moments?
Definitely, yeah. I think, you know, it's in some ways it's easy to forget because
you're busy.
Life just keeps going and things feel incremental. But, you know, definitely, I think about it even more probably when I am in places like this, very far from home, and playing to these shows of lots of people. I think, yeah, it's definitely very cool and crazy that I can play to 1,000 people in Toronto or 1,000 people in Montreal sort of without much notice. That's very crazy. I used to busk around Brighton, which is where I'm from, and my dad would come sometimes, and he would but I would tell him he couldn't look like my dad, so he had to stand there like he was a passerby. And I mean, I just used to go. I used to just sing for hours because I discovered that the most awkward bit was setting up, and then the second most awkward bit was packing down. So if I just kept singing, I didn't have to deal with the awkward bits. So I would just sing for hours and hours. And I found my busking list in my phone the other day. So I was like going through trying to remember all the songs I used to do. And some of them are locked in my brain, and some of them I've definitely forgotten. But yeah, I used to have like 100 songs that I would just cycle through and sing requests and do whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Some of them are still there.
Yeah.
But it was in a funny way, like that's still the scariest way to play music, I think. That's way more scary than playing to like an arena or a stadium.
Was it about getting money, or was it about just getting those reps in?
I mean, I was a teenager. I was like 14.
Yeah.
So that was my version of a part-time job. Like my sister was working in the local hotel, and I was really raking it in. I used to say that I really made good money busking because I was 14, but I did look like 11. I'm 25 now. As the customs guy said to me, you look 12. That was 3 days ago. I said,
shout out to the customs guy.
Thank you so much. Anything else? No, I'm joking. But yeah, I look really young. And so when I was busking then, I looked really young. So people were like, wow, she's good for a 14-year-old, but she's incredible for a 12-year-old. So I definitely got me enough money to buy the equipment I needed to start my YouTube channel, which is, again, sort of like how I've ended up here. My manager now found me through that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So it did that. And then, yeah, I think it also was just fun for me at the time, though. I just wanted to sing. I wanted to play. And I was 14, and what could be better than singing and playing for hours every day to people that did not sign up for it?
That's awesome. Can I, as a girl dad, can I give a shout out to your dad for going out there and supporting you too?
Yeah, I love that.
Because, I mean, listen, that's important, you know, to go out there and support and allow you to just do what you want to do. He must be so proud of you now.
Oh, definitely, yeah. No, my parents were great. They would come with me to all sorts of crazy random places like cereal cafes and ale festivals and busking outside children's libraries. Like, they were anywhere that would take me, I would go, and they would go with me.
Do you still have that same relationship with performing? Do you still love it?
Yeah, I mean, it's very different. This type of performing is very different to busking. It's like as far away as you can get. So it's sort of two different relationships, really. I always say, like, I don't know if I could busk anymore. I think you have to be, well, at least I had to have like the naivety of being 15 to do it. But I still love putting on a show, and I do really love singing, and I love seeing audiences like smile and dance and be together. I think that's, I still love that, of course.
You just made me think of something. I don't know how many times in my life I have said, man, if I had that kind of voice, I would just sing all the time. You actually have the voice. Do you sing all the time?
Definitely not as much as people might think,
Okay.
I reckon. I don't sing very much at home. But that's because I live with my sister and my boyfriend and my sister's boyfriend. So, you know, you can't be singing while someone's trying to be on their work Zoom.
Fair.
But yeah, I don't sing as much at home. But I've been through periods where I sing a lot. And definitely when I was really starting out, I was singing all the time. And as a teenager, singing all the time. And nowadays, so. But especially if I'm in a good place with my voice, if I'm healthy and singing well, then yeah, I'll be sort of singing a lot, I guess.
Can you tell the difference between the audiences when you're performing, like in Canada versus the US?
Well, obviously the Canadian audience is super attractive, super intelligent.
We like that.
Yeah, of course. Unbiased, sitting here in Canada. Super attractive, super intelligent. No, but I mean, I think the Canadian audience is always especially sweet and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the Canadian spirit. But we always have good shows in Canada, like every single time, no matter where we are. The
company here, we created Heated Rivalry, and we saw that you actually signed one of the Heated Rivalry copies. So wanted to know your thoughts on the show and the idea of signing people's books as well.
I forgot that this is the town of Heated Rivalry.
Yes,
I need to be remembering that. So I've seen half of the show.
Okay.
I am very behind, and I know the rest of the entire world has seen it apart from me.
Wait, what episode are you on?
Well, I did the one with the two side characters who I actually loved. It was like one of them worked in a coffee shop, and one of them is a hockey player, and that had a sad ending. And I think I might have done one more from that. I think I've done 3 or 4.
Here's why.
Okay.
I think the next episode that you watch, if I'm remembering correctly, you're gonna see this same couch.
Wow, and if I'd have seen it before, I would be too starstruck to even sit here right now. So it's for the best. It's for the best I've not seen it yet. Okay, well, I'll be watching that immediately.
Yeah, my co-host Lainey and I have a cameo in it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You are a part of history, my friend.
Let me tell you, that in this year, while I'm doing the interviews on like Golden Globes and Critics' Choice, people are like, wait a minute, you're in Heated Rivalry.
You're in Heated Rivalry.
Biggest thing I've done in my career was 37 seconds on Heated Rivalry.
And that is a good 37, you know what I mean? I need to be finishing the show. Maybe I'll do it whilst I'm in Canada. That feels patriotic, to be honest. Have
you heard people comparing you to Maisie Williams?
So, yes, I have. Obviously, we have a shared name.
Yeah.
And there's not that many Maisies around.
Right.
But I will say I just finished Game of Thrones for the first time in my life. So I obviously grew up being, it's not even really compared. We don't get compared. We get
Mixed up?
mistaken.
Yeah,
in a press sense, like people will, you know, Maisie Williams is playing at the Phoenix Theatre tonight. Will happen sometimes. But I recently finished Game of Thrones, and I have to say, and I literally tweeted this, I said, I really get it now. Maisie Williams' character is so iconic, and Maisie Williams is so iconic in Game of Thrones. Like, she is the rightful Maisie.
Yeah.
She should be CEO of Maisie's, and I agree.
You're so humble.
I really get it. No,
I'm sure she would say the exact same thing.
I don't want to say it publicly, but she killed the Night King. Like, that's like a pretty big deal. I haven't done that.
I would be crazy if I didn't mention Ed Sheeran. We love him here. Lots of great history. What's he like? And is he sort of like a big bro? What's his role in your life?
Yes, he's great. He's such a great guy.
Yeah.
Has been so sweet and supportive to me over the years, and yeah, is a real friend, is so talented, is so generous. I mean, you won't meet a person in this world that doesn't like Ed if they know him. So yeah, he's the best. Which
of your songs from Florescence would you love to sing with Ed?
I'm just gonna go for the funny here. There's a song called Questions on the album, which is pretty fun, pretty fast, quickly spoken, and it's like a proper pop song, and I feel like Ed is a pop king, and he could get on with it.
Cool. All right. We'll hope to manifest it then. Yes.
Manifesting.
Cool. You know what? Genuinely lovely chatting with you.
You too.
And happy to see you shining, and look forward to chatting again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.